Load up Dying Light. Start a new game. Welcome to the hangar of a plane. You are Kyle Crane, an agent of the GRE about to drop into Haran like it's the new season of Warzone to find a guy called Suleiman because he stole a Word document. Haran is currently full of zombies and the Word document has an incomplete cure for it. As you're dropping in, your parachute gets caught on a building and when you free yourself, you're jumped by some bad guys. You end up shooting one in self-defense, but that's the zombie equivalent of ringing the dinner bell and one bites you on the arm. The end. Thanks for watching. Now, you're saved by two people, Amir and Jade, who will now be your new best friend. Never mind, Amir gets eaten. Brother, as first days at work go, this is like being a surgeon and accidentally removing a guy's dick. You pass out and somehow Jade managed to drag you back to her base while being chased by zombies, and when you wake up, you're sent to see Brecken, who's the boss. You might be wondering why you're not foaming in the mouth looking for another person to chew on after being bit by a zombie, and that's because you were given Antizin, which is like the medical version of Flex Tape. It can't fix the broken pipe, but it stops it from leaking, if you catch my drift. Anyway, instead of Brecken, you find Jade's brother Raheem. He's like, can I keep this radio of yours? What? No, that's my radio. You f***ing motherfucking twatty. He's in a bad mood because there's a guy trapped on the 13th floor, and you're like, okay, let me fix that. Not sure why you want to save a guy who folds at the sight of one zombie. The doctor comes in to sort him out, and Raheem tells you to come to the roof to learn parkour, as it'll be the only thing stopping you from getting your ass munched on by a zombie. But as you're walking on this crane a few hundred feet in the air, your body decides now's the perfect time to have a seizure. This is what happens when you don't take the Antizin. It's like a gentle reminder that you're half zombie. Raheem sends you to see Dr. Zir for another shot. Him and another doctor are trying to work on a cure, but their communications have worse quality than a YouTube video from the early 2000s. He gives you the shot, and then you speak to Spike, who asks you to set up some traps that are going to help the runners pick up some Antizin drops. Basically, the GRE sends in care packages filled with Antizin, but they keep getting raided by another gang run by a guy called Rise, and the next two are close to sunset, which is risque because nighttime turns this place into a mosh pit of blood and violence, but it's the only time where Rise probably won't get to the drops first. So you run around setting up the traps, which is easy because the day shift zombies have the combined brain power of an unplugged toaster, but then the grid goes down and it's being protected by a zombie that probably eats other zombies just to assert dominance, so you kill him and reset the power grid, and as thanks, Spike is like, you leave the electrical engineering to me. Hey, turn off that attitude or I'll turn off the whole grid. Hey, I couldn't think of a better place to interrupt, so here I am. If you're still here, it'd be cool if you liked the video. That'll tell YouTube, oh yeah, you should show this to more people, which would be great. Also, I feel like I don't say this enough. Patreon guys, thanks for giving me your money. If you want to join, it's £1 a month and you get the videos a week early. You spend the night at a safe zone because, like I said, nighttime is less pleasant than teabagging a cactus, and catch a glimpse of a green goopy zombie that is more scared of you than I am of the female gender. When you wake up, you learn that Brecken's mission failed and he's called you in. At the start, I said that you were sent to find a guy called Suleiman, but he's changed his name, so it could be Brecken. It could be Jade, if he's changed genders. Anyway, you give the GRE a ring to let them know that you're about to meet him. Did you find Suleiman? No, not yet. I'm about to meet this guy called Brecken. Brecken? Who names their kid Brecken? I don't know. It's probably the guy we're looking for. Spoiler, it's not. He plans to go after the next airdrop by himself, and Jade thinks that's a terrible idea because he could die, so instead you're like, I'll go, and Jade thinks that's a great idea even though you could die. She clearly doesn't care about you that much. Did you find Suleiman? No, Brecken was an actual person. Oh. His parents probably hate him. You find the next airdrop and there's enough Antizin to last until Dying Light 2, but the GRE tells you to destroy it, so Brecken has to send you on your hands and knees to beg Rise for it, which will give us an opportunity to figure out what the fuck his deal is. Unlucky for you, it's officially nighttime, so now's a good time to tell you about volatiles. They're basically zombies that make the ones in World War Z look like unathletic Discord mods, and they hate the light, which is so lucky, because if these things could go out in the day, you wouldn't be looking for a cure, you'd be looking for God. Anyway, you get spotted, so you're like, I am the Fly. And make it back to the tower where Brecken is like, I need someone to go to Rise. Now, I know this will be dangerous. I'll do it. And that's how you ended up in Rise's base. Quick one. He's Suleiman. Apparently, he can change his name, but parting with that goatee was too much for him. You watch him chop a guy's hands off because that's a good way to show he's a prick, and he gets you doing some jobs for him in return for the Antizin. But before that, you have to tell the GRE that he's our guy. Okay, that was horrible. I've just seen Rise, and he just chopped this guy's hand off. I was trying so hard not to be sick. Was he Suleiman? Yes, he was Suleiman. Rise has you turning on an antenna for better radio communication, which lets you hear someone called Troy. Remember that name, it's going to be back. Next job is collecting deaths from survivor camps. While you're doing that, Brecken tells you that there was an outbreak on the 18th floor from people turning, so you need this Antizin almost as much as I need you to like this video. Rise promised you 2 crates, but Rise is also the type of guy to chop people's hands off, so I'm not exactly surprised when he stiffs you. He offers more Antizin if you bring him Jade, and that's an obvious no. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to send more Antizin drops. Rise, stiff me on the deal. only if you get Suleiman. Oh, for fuck's sake. So you head back to the tower, the vibes are less than immaculate, and the antizin drops have completely stopped. You go to give the GRE a call to ask them why, and find Raheem, who's obsessing over destroying a volatile nest in that tower using explosives, but right now you don't have any. Anyway, Jade thinks she's found where Rise is storing all the antizin, so the pair of you go and check, and well, it's not antizin, but using this on someone will probably stop them from turning. Like a little terrorist, Raheem is very excited about the C4. But before we even think about the controlled demolition of a volatile nest, Zir asks you to get a sample of the green goopy zombie. I think it's got something to do with making a cure. I got distracted by Richard during this bit. But you get the goods, you take it back to him, and he goes, holy shit, the thing I said it would do, it has done. I still have no idea. Whatever it is, he doesn't have the facilities to do anything with it, but his friend Dr. Camden would. There's just no way to get the research to him. Well, actually, there's one way. It's you're the way. He starts backing up his research and you get a call from Raheem, who got a bit trigger happy with the C4. He went to blow up a volatile nest without you and
it's not looking good, bruv.
You track him down to a train yard and learn that he's armed the bomb before even reaching the tower. It's not just the zombies that have the brain capacity of an unplugged toaster. Anyway, you dash over to the tower, dump the bomb, destroy the tower, and go back to find Raheem has gone past his expiration date. As in, he got bit and will now be batting for the other team. No, he's not gay. He just turned into a zombie. You go see Brecken, who's like, we can't let Jade know that Raheem is dead. For fuck's sake. She'll have to go and cry alone for a bit because Rise attacks the base and kidnaps Zir, and last I checked, Tiz don't kill, but people who chop people's hands off do. You know where he lives and break in, then you give the GRE a ring to ask them for some assistance, which is surprising considering the only thing they've given you up until now is some hollow words of encouragement. Hey, I need some help getting to Rise. Hey up, Crane, the GRE's been fired. I'm the Ministry of Defense. Great, you think you could Ministry of Defense some people to help me out? Nah, I think we'll just carpet bomb the city. What? That's right, the master plan to solve the outbreak is to carpet bomb the city and hope for the best, unless you find Zir in 48 hours. So you search the building, Zir is in the basement, and he tells you he gave his goods to Jade, who's taking it to Dr. Camden, but this was all a trap set by Rise, who must have fucking grown out the ground, because you just killed everyone in this room like 30 seconds earlier. Anyway, you're taken to the pit, which is basically a gladiator arena for zombies. Rise ends up publishing the Word document that the GRE sent you to find. It was basically just a file that said they were going to weaponize the virus, not make a cure. Yeah, terrible big company's terrible, who'd have guessed? That aside, there's one slight issue with Rise's little setup. The zombies have a great weakness. Themselves. Yeah, it doesn't work, so he cranks out the offensive lineman, but that doesn't work either, so he goes for the tried and tested method of just fucking shooting you, but what in the Matrix was that? So I've played Dying Light 2, and in that game, when you're infected, you get superpowers, sort of, and I'm guessing that's what made you turn into Neo for 5 seconds, but it's never talked about, so fuck you, basically. Zir received a knife to the chest, which isn't the best place for a knife to be, as shown by him dying, so you escaped with your parkour, but you're like 95% zombie and pass out. Luckily, Brecken saved you, and your next job is to find Jade. She couldn't get Zir's research to Camden because Rise's thugs found him, so he released a load of zombies to protect himself. Anyway, he's in Sector 0, and that's not where you are, so he'll have to wait. This group called the Saviors smuggle people into Sector 0, so you go find them. I won't really call it smuggling since they walk you like 20 feet down a tunnel before saying, right, best of luck, you're on your own. Most likely because they were actually working for Rise and this was a trap, so now you're getting shot at. You manage to escape because they can use guns about as well as I can upload videos consistently and reach Sector 0. Troy from earlier lives here and she manages to contact Jade, but she doesn't want to talk. She's acting like you're the one who killed her brother. It's not your fault he had a fetish for C4. You go out to find her with no luck, but while you were out, Troy intercepted a news report saying that there's no survivors in the quarantine, which is a lie because you're survivors in the quarantine. I assume it's an excuse to carpet bomb you all. Troy has a plan to explode a building in a way that'll let the world know there's people and sends you to find Michael, who's rigging the explosives. You help him rig them up and set them off, but the ministry responds by destroying your beautiful artwork. On the bright side, your acts of terrorism got Jade to like you again, and she tells you to meet her, but when you get there, it turns out she's been kidnapped by Rise, who tells you to go to a museum because it's time for a lesson in history. Or something, I don't know. Anyway, you kill his men and find Jade, who has been bitten and is on the verge of turning, but so are you, and Rise only gives you one shot of antizin. I'm no maths teacher, but that ain't enough for 2 people. You try to get Jade to take it, but have a seizure, followed by some mad hallucination, and wake up to her giving you the shot. Then Rise sends some guys to kill you, but Jade uses her martial arts training along with her teeth to kill them. Yeah, she's a zombie now, so you get the squad wipe on her family. Finally, Rise deploys his right-hand man to here to deal with you, but that works about as well as putting a band-aid on a missing leg. All the violence and death aside, Zir's samples are on the floor. His research is missing though. I'm sure that won't be a problem later on. Outside, Troy lets you know that she found a way to let the world know you're gonna get carpet bombed. You just need to put an amp on a radio tower that's on the end of a short walk through some sewers that produce zombies like it's a renewable energy source. When you find the radio tower, you plug the amp in, allowing your voice to reach the world.
すべてのユミルの民に告ぐ俺の名は
So the world knows there's still people in Harran, and you're not gonna get bombed, which is great. The GRE gives you a ring asking you to give them Zizz research because they're not actually gonna weaponize it. What a silly idea that would be. You can't give it to them anyway because it wasn't even there. Back in Sector 0, you still have to take Zizz samples to Dr. Camden, who's been locked in a room surrounded by zombies and Rise's men for the best part of a week. After clearing the place out and turning on a generator, you reach Camden, give him the samples, and he goes, "Thanks." What? Is that it? Remember when you got Zizz samples but his research was missing? Well, you go to ring the GRE, but Rise answers. He's on top of his tower waiting to be picked up by a GRE helicopter in exchange for the research, and goes, "Come get Suleiman, bitch." So you run over to his tower. He's created an assault course of zombies filled with the running ones, the offensive linemen, even volatiles. Honestly, forget finding a cure. I want to find out how Rise just has all these zombies in his back pocket waiting to kill you. Despite his attempts at stopping you, eventually you get to the top of the tower and have it out while the GRE helicopter is just sat watching like... You're able to finish him off, recover the research, and the GRE's like, "So, can we have it?" You know what? Maybe that's for the best. Really? Fuck no. Aww. Camden lets you know that he's finished analyzing the samples, and with Zizz research, a cure is more than likely possible, only if you liked the video and subscribed though, so do that. Please.